Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. And today we're going to be looking at Mcfarlane Toys, Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. And this is a different Spawn. This is one of the different variation appearances for Spawn. And it's called the Malefik Spawn. I think I said that right. But yeah, it looks really badass. This looks like kind of a medieval Spawn. It's kind of all armored up. He's got some different pieces and stuff like that. He comes with these cool necroplasm kind of effect pieces that he holds on to, different from the axe, the sword, or the mace that we've seen before with the previous Spawn. And yeah, it looks really, really cool. This is one of the ones I used on the game a lot when I played skins, besides the Commando Spawn, which needs to come out in this size figure. So far, only much bigger. But yeah, this looks cool, so let's get into it. Look at the front of the box. Of course, Mortal Kombat 11 logo, Spawn on there. We can see our character in all his glory. On the side, we got a shot of Spawn holding his little effect piece, looking pretty cool. On this side, Mortal Kombat 11, and you can see the effect right there, Mcfarlane Toys. And then on the back, there we go, Spawn standing there looking dope. Look at that, awesome. Got the Mortal Kombat logo in the background. There's both the effects pieces. And yeah, looking really cool. 22 parts of moving parts. You can see on the bottom. Oh, no, on this one, this is a sticker from GameStop. Window on the top to get light for our figure. And that's about it. So, not much else to say. Let's go ahead and open up this Spawn and check him out. So we're looking at our Mortal Kombat 11 May Effects Spawn out of the box. And yeah, this is a cool figure. It's a lot of reused parts and stuff like that. Almost majority of it. From the previous release Mortal Kombat Spawn, but you really wouldn't know unless you really put them side by side, because they added so much more new tooling on there with like the boots and the gauntlets and the chest and the cape and everything's the same. But like looking at them side by side, they do look very different, and I really like this figure. It's very colorful. I do like the effects pieces and stuff. They kind of look neat. I do wish they were just kind of ported in the hands a little bit more, like something a little different, instead of just kind of like energy kind of swords he holds. But I'm not complaining. You know, that's just a wish. That's not a gripe. I think like for what it is, a $20 figure, this is really worth it. This is really cool. If you like the Mortal Kombat figures, which I think are decent, they're worth they're worth the price they are. Of course, they're not Storm collectible figures. They're $20 figures, and you get pretty much what you pay for with them and stuff like that. So yeah, this is worth it, guys. Let's go ahead and take him off of here, and then we'll look at him and compare him to the previous release Spawn figure. Alright, and looking at the two Spawns together, we have our new Malefik Spawn and the original release Spawn, and you can see that the bodies are pretty much the same on these figures. The arms, the torso, the legs, and stuff like that are all previously same pieces. The capes are identical, just with a repaint. So it's Mcfarlane reusing, but they reused it in the best ways. So of course, the new gauntlets, the new shoulder pads and stuff like that, new shin guards and leg guards, stuff like that, whole new pieces sculpted on the torso, and new belt piece and everything and stuff like that. It does make this figure, it gives a whole new life and stuff like that without having to have a whole new body. So just some retooling. We'll probably see this belt, if this belt hasn't been reused with a different character, I'm not too sure, but it looks really good. So like I said, you can see the capes are exactly identical, and you're not going to stand for me. There we go. So yeah, the capes are identical, just of the different paints. I do like the darker, rusty red brick. I don't even, almost maroon. I love that dark color with that wash all over. That just looks freaking awesome. There's probably one already got a little mark on it, but it's not bad. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying I don't like it or it's not good. It's just my preference. So turn it around again so you can see. Like I said, yeah. But it's a good figure. So if you did like the other one, you're gonna like this one. And I'm hoping that we do get, and why don't you want to stand? I hope we do get a Commando version of this Spawn soon. Mortal Kombat 11 is kind of dead now. I mean, people are still playing it, but there's no more content coming out for it and stuff like that. So I hope there's still enough excitement in there for them to continue with this line, because there's still a lot of really good characters that I would like to see them make. Like Frost and Aaron Black and stuff like that. Even Devora would be a badass figure. Just really, really cool. possibilities there instead of, no more Sub-Zeros, no more Scorpions. But we'll see. There's supposed to be a new Injustice, new Mortal Kombat, of course, is going to come out sooner or later. And if they're not going to do a Mortal Kombat 11 line, just do a Mortal Kombat line. Give us some of the classic ninjas and stuff like that. Give us Ermac and Reptile and stuff like that. That would be awesome. I'd love that. Or collections, get figures from previous games. You can give me Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 3. I'd buy that if it was done by Mcfarlane for $20. Hell yeah. That'd be great. So, let's take this guy out of the picture because he is not the part of the review. So, of course, Mortal Kombat 11 figure stand we get without all of them. It's basically the DC stand, just, one peg on there, same as before. But he does get these cool 2 effects pieces. And these look really cool. They're kind of in this translucent kind of green energy, the necroplasm kind of stuff. And they just got little handles they hold onto. I do have the Spawn Kickstarter, all 3 levels of it, the modern, the classic, and the artist proof. I have not opened it yet, and I think this is one of the pieces that are in there. It comes with a lot of stuff, but I want to say these were included in it, and they just kind of just reused it from that. But regardless, these are really cool, and they look awesome on the figure. Actually, I want to check them out just real quick on this previous figures, just kind of see how they look. I'll be fair, I'll let him play with this Spawn's X. Yeah, this thing is spiky too, so it will kind of wrap. Alright. That looks pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, the effects look awesome regardless. This would be really cool. They could reuse these for Shang Tsung. It has begun. But yeah. Like I said, these look awesome, and they just fit right into his hands. It's a little bit easier to put on this Spawn's hand because he does not have those gauntlets sticking so far forward with all the spikes on them. And you want to pour them in as deep as you can get it. That's what she said. And get it like that. That way it kind of hides the handle on it. And looks dope. Look at that. Looks badass. Doing that old X-Pac, there we go. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is a good figure, like I said, even with the retooling and stuff, and usually, I give Mcfarlane stuff about cutting corners and being cheap and stuff like that, but they did it, like I said, with all the greatest reasons on this figure. There's nothing wrong with this body. This body works for the Spawn. Make as many Spawns as you can. It doesn't have to be, if it's not a repaint, then yeah, retool it and make Commando Spawn, make something else. Make an unmasked Spawn. I would love that too. Would be really cool. I would buy that. So let's take a look at his we'll look at the sculpt real quick, and then we get to articulation and jump ahead. So yeah, like I said, new head looks really good. I do like the tooling on here and stuff like that. It looks really awesome. It does look like there's metal on there. And of course, the green eyes look really, really good. Let me pull it out. So yeah, the eyes look really good on there. Of course, there is texture on there. You can see where it kind of dips in. This is kind of done over that. So I said it could be possibly the same head. And it kind of wraps around the back. And there's some pock marks in there, which is cool. But it is a 3D texture. Awesome. And then we have these new shoulder pads that are underneath here, underneath the cape. It's really cool on there with the different layers and stuff like that with the chrome. Looking really cool, awesome. We get these new gauntlets. I'm just kind of looking at the new tooling for stuff like that. It's kind of like almost got like a bird beak kind of face going on there. And then this one, you can kind of see, looks almost like it has the Omega symbol in it. But really cool. And this is reused from something else too. But all these straps on there. Probably might be from like a Batman figure. The belt is really neat. There is some detail in there with some skulls you can see on both sides, and then we got this symbol on the front. This looks like Kratos, like it belonged to Kratos or something like that, with this stuff on the front. But look at the texture on there. Look at that. We got the red, got this kind of smoky gray on going down, and then the chrome and the black with the texture on that as well. That is really good. This is really good for a $20 figure. Once again, I'm re on that. And of course, with Spawn with the symmetry with the different pieces on his legs. So we got the skull one that's kind of got the holes in it, looking really cool. And then almost again with the symbol. And then of course this one is kind of more not the opposite of organic, more like metallic looking kind of stuff. And then it's got this texture here, like leather coming down. Awesome. And then the feet are actually different too. So this one actually has some old crusty looking Spawn zombie feet, and this one has more of a boot. So again, with that kind of medieval kind of look to it. So awesome again. The hands are different too. We don't have the Spawn hands with the gauntlets on them. These are more organic hands, and they're both gripping hands. They both hold the items, weapon, necroplasm. Very cool. So let's take a look at his articulation. So our Spawn can look up. Not much at all. Down. It's got a great down. He can look all the way down. So yeah. Full head rotation. It will rub against the collar of the cloak. If you do that, if you would want to do that for some reason. No pivot. A little bit of pivot to the way out. Yeah, we go. We gotta work it. Work it. So yeah, get your pivot going on your Michael Myers head tilt if you want. Full arm rotation. It does push it against that low shoulder, but the shoulder is pretty solid, so it comes back down. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, but not full range on there because of the gauntlets. Wrist flex and rotation, or just yeah. It's on that ball, so yeah, you got there. This arm, full rotation again. The elbow, same thing with that. It's actually a little less now because this gauntlet's so big. Let's check out the ab crunch on Spawny. Not much forward at all. Yeah, there's an ab there, but I mean, it is like against, and it looks like it rub against this paint, so it's not gonna go. A little bit of a tilt. There is rotation on the waist. Can split actually surprisingly a good bit considering these pieces there. I can kick about that high. He has double jointed knees. Sound like it was gonna break as a ratchet on there. Kick his own butt. No boot cut, which is not a surprise for Mcfarlane. There is a ankle pivot and a toe pivot. Ankle pivot has got these little guards on there with the boots. I didn't have any problem standing because he does have big feet. But if this had smaller feet with those boots, kind of like our Batwoman Beyond, we'd be upset. Peg holes on the bottom of his feet. So overall, I think this figure is great. I think it is worth it. Like I said, $20 figure. It comes with some cool little neat, unique accessories and stuff like that, with the necroplasm kind of energy effects, and it just looks good. So yeah, overall, appearance and paint and everything and stuff like that, I'll give it a 5. Accessories and stuff like that. This is a Mcfarlane figure, so you know, and it comes with something unique. So yeah, I'd give it another 5 because those are really cool. I would like them. I would almost buy this figure if I didn't like it just for these pieces because they're really awesome and fun. But overall, fun and everything and stuff like that, another 5. So yeah, this is a perfect figure. This is a $20 figure. This is a great deal. Pick it up if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat or Spawn or both. You'll enjoy it. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, leave a like. Consider subscribing. Check out our other content. Of course, we do NECA, Mcfarlane, DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, all kinds of stuff. Whatever we find, it is fun. We do, and you know, looking forward to growing with you guys. And we got lots and lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. So stick around and check us out. And we appreciate you as always. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself.